We are back. This is the second draft from our Bitmoji World unit. So we're going to continue the process. I just want to extend my thanks to the parents also and students for continuing the hard work. I really appreciate it. This is sometimes it could be difficult, yes, but if we stick together and work together, then I think we'll be fine. So let's move on. This was the last slide that we ended up with, and it's called the order tool. And now this is very, very important when you're starting to place things in a document, when you're doing a drawing. So let's look at the order tool. I'm going to go back into the insert button, click on image, and I'm going to add one more of my Bitmojis that I added. Okay, so let's say we were going to do a motivational type of world or what have you. And you see how that's in front. So let's say that is in front of the bookshelf. And I want to place that behind the bookshelf. What you're going to do is you're going to click on that where you have the blue boxes. You're going to click on arrange, click order, and then click send to back. Now, if you notice, that places the bookshelf in front of the we can do it. Okay. So if I want to undo that, I'll hit Control Z. Remember, Control Z is one of your best friends. So let me resize that. I'm going to put that right there. What else can we add? Let's go ahead and let's add a few more things. To the side, we got to finish the floor, so I might go to transparent floor. Let's see what I can find. Let's just go with floor. See what that says. Oops, misspelled it. Typing too fast. Okay, let's see. So what? All right, so I like this one, and I really like this one. So I'm going to pull this in here. Now this is how this works. You see this floor here? I want to use only this floor. And if I wanted to use this background, I could. So what I would do is, let's say this is my whole background. And I want to use this for the whole entire class. I'm going to make sure it's selected. I'm going to arrange. I'm going to go to order and send it back. So what that does is that will put that there. Now, here's the problem with that. This is the horizon line, and I'm way up here. So what we're going to have to do, this is the floor. So the floor really only needs to be to about right here. So what I'm going to have to do is I can double click. And actually, the best way to do it, before we crop it, let's crop it with nothing there. That might be easier to do. So I'm going to put it to the horizon line. Yeah, you see the plant there, but that's not a big deal. And I'm going to hit OK. Remember, we got to send it to back. But before we do that, let's bring it up here, about right there. And then order, send it back. Now that looks a lot better. That looks like an actual classroom. Now, and yes, it's pixelated, which means it's blurry and so on and so forth. I can cover this little planter up right there by doing that. And you know what? I need to go by my own advice. If I use that middle one, it makes me look skinny. If I use this side one, it makes me look bigger than I should be. So I always want to pull from the corner. Okay, so pulling from the corner. Now I'm going to move these down, the bookshelves down to the floor because they don't need to be hanging on the wall. So as you add the different items to your classroom, you know, my recommendation is probably starting with the floor, but I wanted to show you the process of adding the whiteboard and so on and so forth. So let's look at our PowerPoint again. So this is one of the most important parts of the process. Okay, the classroom that you're building has to have hyperlinks. And we talked about it at the very beginning, where when you click on them, there's a link there. When you click on them, there's a link. When you click on Canvas, there's a link. When you click on the expos, there's a link. WeVideo, there's a link. SDLP, so on and so forth. Okay. So when you're doing that, you have to add links. So for example, let's say this is a video that I'm uploading, or I have uploaded to my YouTube channel. Okay. I want to link this welcome video that I did that you all saw in the canvas. And I'm going to click on it and I'm going to share it, and let's copy that link. I'm going here. I'm going to click on myself. I'm going to go insert. Now notice it says you can use Control K, click link, and then paste it. By pasting it, you hit Control V, the letter V as in Victor, and then apply. And then there it is. Now I want to show you, let me add a few more things. Let's say you want to add a motivational quote to your Bitmoji. So we'll say you can do it, motivation. All right. And this is Will Smith doing something, or whatever the case may be. You can do it, or if there's a website you want to go to, or if there's a picture, whatever the case may be, you're going to insert a link. Like I could insert a link there. I could insert my favorite book right there. But remember how you do it. You click on what you want, click insert, link, and then copy or paste that in there. Okay. Let's go and look at some of the things that you'll need as far as your shortcuts. Control C is copy, and I believe I have that somewhere. I don't at this point. So so what I want you to do today is I want you to work on filling up your items using your order techniques, and then you're going to go download PDF. Now, here's why you do a PDF. You do a PDF because when someone opens it, this is what they see, and they click on it, and it goes straight to my YouTube video. Okay, that doesn't show the link. You know, your PDF, you know, whatever link you have will show. And that's the only link I have. And how do you know there's a link? Because it has that little hand. So that is draft number 2.